Hello and welcome back to FSM Super Sundays. My name is Troy. I hope you had a wonderful February so far in the markets. It's been very interesting actually. So what we'll do is we'll look at dollar index and a couple of dollar pairs today. So here we have dollar index on the monthly time frame. The month of January was a bit of a slower month compared to the previous few. You could say it's bullish due to the, you can see the open, the close is higher than the open. However, just looking like it's taking a bit of a break, and this month in February it's pulled back to a level that we could just move that down a bit more. Looks a bit more accurate if it's around about where it is. It's pulled back to this level and now looking to continue lower. Probably you could put a Fibonacci on this if you like to put Fibonacci's on higher time frames. So almost, it is a 61.8 just there. Looking to now move down to the 27.2 extension and the 61.8 confluent with the 84.43. So looking very, very bearish so far for dollar index. If we want to scale down to the weekly, we can see a similar thing. Last week's candle was very, very slow. So not much did happen last week. Very slow week in the markets for dollar pairs, but it is still in line with the move we're looking for. So if I actually do put Fibonacci here, it'd be better. But yeah, so this is now the 50 Fibonacci pullback confluent, perfectly confluent with the 91.80 level of resistance. Moving on to the daily time frame. I'll just delete this for the sake of it to show you guys. Yeah, so looking like we have or had a trend line that's broken here. Got a nice pullback as well, so you could have traded short once you saw this. Maybe you want to go down to a 4 hour or so. This is a lot of confluence here. You can see that this is a nice key area in here. So everything just pointing lower for the dollar index. If you want to go to the 4 hour, you can, if you do trade dollar index, but if not, you can just look to trade it, the Euro USD and maybe a couple other pairs, dollar pairs alongside whilst you're looking at dollar index. So yeah, this is in the 4 p.m. in the evening, the 17th of February. You can see that it's pulled back and then it's nice, especially after this huge candle here, you're looking for shorts definitely on those currency pairs. Or if you go down to the 1 hour, might be able to find a trend line in there. Yep. So once it breaks here, this is through the night. So maybe if you're aggressive, you could trade this nice candle here, this nice shooting star candle, or the next one after that. Or if not, once you see this, definitely a huge wick and shooting star moving down, and then the following candle is a much lower candle. So this is a London Open on the Thursday. Let me just clean my charts up a little bit to make it a bit clearer for you guys. Yeah, right now. So bearish on all the currency on dollar index. If we now go to the monthly on Euro USD, looking much higher. I think, is it on the, cool. So monthly time frame so far is looking like a hammer coming off this nice level of resistance. Just bear in mind, I haven't moved these levels for a while, so just showing how powerful when you sort of scale back and look to find nice levels of support and resistance. A weekly time frame, if we zoom out just to see the Fibonacci from here, this was put on a few weeks ago, 61.8/78.6, moving higher now. So looking for this to break up towards the 0 and then 27.2 in this area of resistance. Maybe a pullback into this area here, so I'll just mark it out somewhere around here. And then move up to the 61.8 extension past this level and look to move higher. There's not much I'd say you could probably find in here. Nah, don't want to force anything. Maybe if you go to the daily time frame, so once it's broken out of this trend line here, once you see this candle here, it's not bullish engulfing, so it's not a strong signal, but you can see that it's pulled back to this level and looking to move higher. Now, this will be interesting here to see on the 1 hour, I think. So yeah, not much else you can see apart from maybe price. Once it breaks back, this is a little minor level of resistance, support here. Once it breaks back above, if you get a pullback into this area here, that'll be a place to take longs from. So to be safe, stop should be back here around this area, but it's a huge stop, so somewhere around there. Targets are up here, pretty much a nice risk reward there. And if we go to the 1 hour, potentially trend lines, yeah, trend line there, break, trade it from there upwards, or pull back to this level, which it has done on the 1 hour, not on the 4 hour, but on the 1 hour you can see it's a nice pullback. Just zoom in for you, and the bullish engulfing morning star candle formation there. They look to trade it up. Would have been a nice day trade if you were or do trade at those early hours of the morning at 5 a.m. or yeah. So it's a bit early for me. I trade at more 6 a.m. onwards. Stop loss would have to be around here to be safe, and that's because we have it in line with the daily and weekly targets. You can just put it up, put the targets first will be here. Watch this along the way, and then obviously levels that we mentioned before up here. Okay, now finally we'll look at cable. We'll go through this quite quickly. So previous month's candle did look like a candle, the price was going to stall at this level of resistance, but this month so far it's just broken through quite strongly, given that dollar is so weak and that pound is finding a little bit of strength after having been quite depressed recently, you could say. Yeah, it's just grinding high, not much of a pullback, just sort of ticking higher over the weeks since this big drop here in since the outbreak of coronavirus last year. And then now on a daily break above, this is a bit of a, I wouldn't trade this here, it's not big enough of a push above the level. This here is more so what I'd look for. So once you see this candle, that's a final confirmation. You could sort of look to pullbacks and then longs, but if you see this candle here, the next day you look on maybe the 4 hour, 1 hour to see how it's going to react when it does come back to this level, and you may find that you can trade this if you want to on the 1 hour. Maybe we'll see. I would more so go for this on the 1 hour. So yeah, probably something you can trade here as well. Once it breaks above here, then that's a nice long 12 o'clock in the day. It's a nice time to take a trade here. Once you get a break above here, depends on how aggressive or you want to be. If you want to be aggressive, you wait for a pullback to here. Hasn't happened. If you want to be more conservative, you wait and say, okay, cool. However, it's a bit of a big stop, so I wait for a pullback. So maybe we'll get a pullback into either this area here or the level of support down at this region here. So we'll wait to see what price wants to do. And then yeah, look to trade it up higher, up to key levels 142.50 and levels above that, other psychological levels. 145 will be a very big level to look for price to come towards. And also this area here, 143.30. If I just quickly mark up 1 or 2 more levels for you. Here, 148. Won't go much higher because it's got a long way to go before it gets anywhere up there. So yeah, but yeah, that's what we're looking for as we are bearish on the dollar. We're looking for these pairs to trade higher over the coming weeks and months in this year 2021. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. We hope you did enjoy this video. Please leave likes, comments, subscribe. Also hit us up on the socials, email us or DM us to join our WhatsApp group. It's growing quite nicely. We drop a lot of insight there. We drop not just Forex, but crypto and stocks as well, which should be quite good for you guys to, see how we do things. And if you want to, take initiative and trade some of the things that we post in the group, or you want to take it further and do our course, you can do all of that. But obviously the WhatsApp is free for now, so get in there whilst it remains free. But yeah, guys, we hope you have a wonderful trading week, and we'll see you next time.